Hello everyone, I'm LeaderofLuxinape, but how about we explore the city of Eckerteak? Here we have 5 kimono girls, all of which will challenge you to a battle. You can jump off of there? What? They have more than one texture for a ledge in this game? The way you battled, it was like watching a dance. It was a rare treat to see. I want you to have this. Don't worry, take it. You receive HM03, perhaps one of the best in the game. Do us a favor and take this Eevee. So maybe we should help out whoever's at Olivine Lighthouse when we get there. Mysterious Stranger Shady Pants. Whatever. You'd never be able to catch a legendary Pokemon anyway. As you might have guessed, this is where I will be capturing my next team member. Because obviously we can't move on throughout the tower anymore. Or even at all, because that rock we cannot break at all. Saw those silvery dog things. Wonder what those might be. I'm idiotically mistaken. It actually turns out that the item we need to... Oh, actually the TM we need to advance on through the burned tower can, in fact, be discovered before you reach it. This is the guy, isn't it? Did you clear that wretched tree? I'm impressed. I want you to have this. I completely forgot you could do this until I was walking around and remembered it. TM08, that happens to be Rock Smash. You could shatter rocks with just a single well-aimed smack. If any rocks are in your way, just smash them up. This is a new mechanic introduced. Well, you couldn't really use Rock Smash in Gen 1. But we didn't... Trainer. Basically, occasionally you can find wild Pokemon by smashing rocks. They'll just be under the rocky smash and they'll battle you and you can catch them. Nothing really special about that. Just you could do that. One of the Pokemon you can only get one other way in this game, at any rate. And as you can see, Surf is doing quite nicely on Hydra. He's able to take half that Coughing's HP out in one shot. Not in one, that doesn't even make sense. So, more experience. Come on, give me a fire type. Growlithe, alright, I'll take that. It's going to be faster than me, but I'll get to use super effective Surf. And I'm faster than it. See, Dratini, you really have to level them up a lot before they start doing good. I mean, well, I can't really say that about this one because it started on level 10. You either need to level them up a few times, quite a few times, like 20 times, or teach them some really good moves, and then they'll start actually being quite a bit of a powerhouse for you. Oops. This is actually in Crystal version, which I have not actually mentioned at all yet in this LP. It is the third version of Gold and Silver, like Emerald was for Ruby and Sapphire, Platinum was for Diamond and Pearl. It is more like Heart Gold and Soul Silver because it has a lot of added stuff to it that they retained in those games. But the place way near the end of the game that I keep talking about, where you can find wild Dratini, there is an option in those 3 games to get one with the move Extreme Speed. Now that move is very good. It's like Quick Attack, except so much more powerful. It's not even funny. And really, I'll just use an antidote there. Get rid of the poison there. But, there you can get a Burn Heal, so trade an antidote for Burn Heal there. Let's fall down this hole. That's an item we actually, for real, cannot do anything about. So this is really going to be a long episode. I think I'm breaking half an hour. Yeah, I'm definitely breaking half an hour in this, but I'm going to end it with the capture of the team member, hopefully. So, Rock Smash here. Nothing. A required trainer if you want to get through there. Secretly here. What? Okay. Whoa! Did not see that coming. Too busy laughing about the name to realize that this is a Charmeleon. This is something that'll put up quite a bit of a fight. As you can see, it's got Ember, which is a really good move on something that doesn't resist it, especially for something like this. And, well, it can burn. So, nice. One thing I really love about Gold and Silver is that you can actually battle the starters of Kanto as part of your progression through the game. Because I know in Kanto you didn't... Why did he turn white? I guess he mentioned having been burned to ashes when I beat him, but is that a glitch or is that supposed to happen? That's really weird. Here's an X speed. I'll probably just sell that next chance I get. Switch out Pokemon so I can be better suited for capturing a team member. Switch to Thor because he's probably the most type neutral to the fire type I'm looking for. Hidden Ether there. That'll be helpful a lot later in the game. Hoenn, you could battle starters at all. Unova, you had two rivals, so you could battle each starter line besides your own, but that wasn't really much. Sinnoh, you could battle the other starters, including the one you chose, but I really like what Johto did, where you could actually fight starters of other regions as part of the main story. And now, what could this be? Three Pokemon. We've never heard their cries before have ran off. Check your Pokegear map. Well, nothing doing there. For now. And as soon as I get out of this wild battle, I'll... Okay, good. It is at night. At night, I can actually... The Pokemon I'm looking for is rather elusive. 5% chance only in mornings at night. So, if you check your Pokegear map, you still see nothing. Oh, I remember why. Okay. So, just remember that when you do that, there are now 3 Pokemon roaming the Johto region, and you heard from your rival that there are legendary Pokemon residing in the Burn Tower, so maybe, just maybe, those are those legendary Pokemon. Something to think about as I cut to finding that team member I'm looking for. You know, you'd really think that by this time they would change the name of a character named Dick to avoid people making fun of him on the internet, but people make fun of every NPC on the internet at least one point, so I guess there's not really a point. I think they actually changed his... That's going to be... I'm actually looking this up right now. I think they changed his name to Richard in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Yeah, come on. Yep, they actually changed... His Charmeleon was bumped up a level. So were the Pokemon of the other fire breather, Ned. But I think they bumped a lot of the levels up too, just to make the game more difficult. But still had a Charmeleon, same team, but they actually changed the guy named Dick to Richard for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I'm actually surprised they did that. Usually they just do a direct port with the engine of... Well, for Fire Red and Leaf Green, they just did direct port of Red and Blue with some added stuff, with using the engine of Ruby and Sapphire. Same thing for Heart Gold and Soul Silver with these games, Gold and Silver and Diamond and Pearl engine, but that's one of the more interesting changes they've made. They swapped around the Pokemon of the Kimono Girls in order to coincide with the thing in the anime where all of them are characters and they retain their Japanese names. Like, it was supposed to coincide with the Kimono Girls use their Japanese names in a episode, and they had specific ones of the Eevee evolutions, and that carried over to the Japanese Gold and Silver, but not to the American ones, and they actually fixed that in the American Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But I'm actually kind of surprised they changed the name of the trainer. I mean, a lot of times they completely, like, they put new trainers in, they swap a name completely, like they changed Charlie to Jim or something like that. But I actually did not think that they would have the foresight to change Dick to Richard over the however long period between Gold and Silver and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So in order to prevent this episode from being too long, I'm going to cut for real. Finally, I found one! I was paying the utmost closest attention to my timer when I started looking for a Magmar. It said, I'm not making this up, basically exactly 42 minutes since I started recording this episode, counting all the cut stuff. It now says 51. Yeah. And you know what? Magmar have a 5% chance of appearing on this floor at night. You want to know what else has a 5% chance of appearing? Zubat! And I saw about 40 of those! So this better be worth it. Let's see if you can get it in a Pokeball. Nope. Let's see if we can get it in a Great Ball. Don't think it has that bad of a catch rate, and it's level 14. I swear, if I run out of Pokeballs again... I actually did run out of Pokeballs in a failed take of capturing Sudowoodo. Ah! Now I just have to reset this again. Okay. But that was okay. And I actually had to go back to Goldenrod City, buy about 30 of them, and no. Am I really just gonna have to send out Pokemon after Pokemon as Pokeball after Pokeball fails? Okay. Shake it a 1, shake it a 2, shake it a 3. No! And I was gonna say, taking only that much damage from Fire Punch. Well, still, I took 10 damage. I know it's level 14, but look at what that did to a Flaffy. Shake it a 1, shake it a 2, shake it a 3. No! Come on! That's twice it shook 3 times in a row. You know what? Sobek, just stand there looking pretty while I catch the snot out of this thing. That would be disgusting. I mean, look, its mouth and its nose are the exact same hole. And catching the snot out of that, like, imagine how drippy that would be every time it used Ember. Oh, why am I even thinking about this? Well, that's about maybe 7 Pokeballs gone. Shake it a 1, shake it a 2, shake it a 3. Finally! My God, I'm having the most awful luck with everything Magmar related today. So, Magmar, the Spitfire Pokemon, 4 foot 3, 98 pounds. The fiery surface of its body gives off a wavering, rippling glare that is similar to the sun. So, I couldn't really see any other mythological related name to name this thing. Because, well, the sun and volcanoes, they're kind of close to each other. And Greek god of the fort, not Hephaestus, had his forge in a volcano. So, at long last, we caught our final team member, Magmar. So, in the next episode, how about we try that Magmar out on the Pokemon of the trainers of the Ecruteak City Gym. Till then, I'm LeaderofLuxinape, signing off.